I want you to succeed at things that you never thought were possible, and I want you to fail at things that you never thought were possible. But I just want you to take that failure and move forward.
This morning we're going to talk about the image of black men in our society. Black men are 6 times as likely as white men to be murder victims. They are 2.5 times as likely to be unemployed. They finish last in practically every socioeconomic measure from infant mortality to life expectancy. And some think that black men in America seem almost an endangered species. It's interesting that many people perceive black men as less intelligent, less productive, more hostile than the rest of society. We thought it would be interesting to confront these stereotypes. We have with us this morning to share their insight 3 very interesting men. Ishmael, how do you feel?
Then I had to go up there and parts.
Nice. Well, no worries. Let's start this shit up.
What?
Where's my shit at? Get that out of here. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Imperfect podcast. I am your host, El Ray. It's been a while since I did an episode, and it's going to be a while before I do the next one because staying on schedule is fucking with my brain. I just finished up the event, Tropic Bowl in Costa Rica, and it was fucking with my brain as well. Because it seems like as we go along now, we're getting outnumbered by more takers and less givers as far as people, more bad energy people and less good energy people. So I decided let's do an episode with 2 good energy people that are doing good things, whether it be here or in other countries. So I'll introduce them both today. My man AJ McLaughlin.
What's up? What's up?
And Limitless owns Dominique Milton. And by the way, there is a link if you want to donate to Limitless Athletics on this video right here. So if you do want to donate to them and the work that they're doing around Boston and abroad, then certainly do that and help us all out, because it's all about kind of a circular environment that we constantly try to create to support each other as we all grow. So, for both of you guys, Dom, I know a little bit of your background. Ash, not really know a lot of bit about yours, but I know you guys both are great friends. So, are y'all both from Boston?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let Sauce take that.
I'm born and raised in Boston, so I've been here all my life, unfortunately. But we'll make moves eventually out of here. So.
Okay.
Born in DC, raised in Boston, but for the most part, I lived most of my lifehood here in the Bean.
Mm-hmm. How did y'all end up meeting then?
Oh God. Oh shit. We was rivals. We was rivals for a minute, man. It was an O'Brien versus Madison rival. And it was crazy because there was always that discussion in the hood where who was the fastest in the hood, and a lot of people would be like, "Yo, Dom's the fastest," nah, but Ash is, and there was a few other names out there, but we molded our rivalry in high school, and then we came together after like college and all that stuff to make bigger and greater things, Oh
yeah, definitely. I seen Dom's track times. What type of track times was you putting up, Ash? Because I wasn't gonna go into this early, but I mean, Dom is the second fastest person I ever played with in semi-pro, and the first fastest person is faster than Randy and Santana Moss.
Hey, I hate being second, but it's fine for me.
We didn't run the same event. So we always had to meet in the middle. So I was a 55 meter dasher. He was a 200, 400 meter runner. So it was kind of like one of those things where we could only meet in the middle at certain events. And, it was always an epic race between us. You know what I mean? So, but, nigga, yeah, I'll tell you straight up, 200 meter dash, he got it. I ain't messing with him.
That's his only time. That's the only time I've seen. So I seen that one. I said, "Damn, Dom, you showed up to a Twilight meet, didn't even know how to get out the blocks and ran a 22 electric. That's pretty fucking fast."
Listen. I'm not gonna throw anybody on the bus, but I didn't have the best of the track coaches around, so I'm gonna just leave it like that.
Hey, man. What did what's fucking Suge Knight said? You should have came down to my school. Y'all would have had the best damn track coach there was.
Hey, definitely should have. But but now definitely what Ash was saying, that as far as us not running the same race, I tell you this, the 55-yard dash, not for me. I tried it. I'm like, yo, wait a minute, I gotta move. By the way, I can't wait until 50 yards in and then get moving. Like
it's true, because the way you move is different. The way you move, you don't move like a shorter guy. You have like long ass strides when you run. So
yeah,
it's the same thing like when people look at the way that Deion Sanders moves. It look like he's not moving that fast, but it's like he takes these strides that are fast as shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, as far as what I wanted to discuss with the episode here is, I wanted to talk a little travel. I wanted to talk a little side hustle stuff, and talk some health if we get to touch on that, maybe some current event. As far as the side hustle stuff, and just obviously Dom with you and Ash, I've seen so many things. I've seen, podcasts. I've seen Dom with Limitless, taxes, and asphalt, and Gymbulleys, and all that stuff. But what are the current projects that you guys are each working on right now that you feel comfortable talking about? Like, and it could be everything that you're working on right now, because like I'm working on a shitload of stuff, and sometimes I even forget it and misplace it and put it behind other stuff that I deem more important.
I mean, as far as pretty much side hustles, what I've been doing for the past, for the past year, but more so like the past actually 6 months of really diving into it, is pretty much trading into the stock market as well as cryptocurrency. I know we said side hustle, but eventually that's what I want to pretty much become a full-time trader, whether that's a day trader or just investing into good companies and doing long-term trading or long-term option calls. And I'm learning as I'm going right now. So, I mean, that's pretty much the only really side hustle I've been doing in the past year. Because as far as asphalt, it was me and my father's business, but he's getting older now, and I don't really want to take over it. So it's kind of dying down a little bit. But if people still need, some light asphalt done or some light seal coating done, I can manage that myself.
Mm-hmm. And what about the taxes?
Taxes, honestly, I've been trying to get out the tax business for the past 2 years. The money's real good, but it's just sometimes, dealing with a certain type of people and they're not understanding how taxes work. Some people would think that you have their money, and I've got to tell people, listen, it's out of my control. Once it gets sent to the IRS, I have nothing to do with it anymore.
I learned that shit this year.
Yeah, but people, they don't understand that, and me personally, I don't really want to deal with any of that. Now, don't get me wrong, I got a lot of customers, a lot of clients that, they understand how it works and they don't harass me or give me any type of issues. But again, the stocks and the cryptocurrency is where I want to be at. So honestly, as far as doing taxes, I might do it one more year, maybe 2 years the most. After that, it's over for me.
Wow, we out to another country.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What about you, Ash? Current projects that you're working on?
Oh man, I can't even tell you, man. Like I'm always trying new things. It's so many things I haven't even mentioned yet and haven't promoted yet, but that's already done. You know what I mean? I got a cooking channel. But other than like, my own podcast, some opinions and consequences, very, very diverse, in comparison to what you got going on, Ray. But got Gymbulleys, got traveling blogs, 24 hours on my passport.
That's crazy.
My thing is just like, there's a lot of different avenues where I like to showcase my creativity, where a lot of times people don't understand. Like, I feel like that's my main powers is to create stuff. And, that's that's pretty much what it is, right now. It's just really touching on different things that I don't feel comfortable in, but I've always wanted to.
My fault. I'm looking at the comments and somebody said Ash looks like he's sitting on a box of roids. I can't fucking read these shits, man. These are gonna kill me. That's the fucking problem with doing this shit live. I'm telling you.
Slow, man.
And Dom, your fucking internet got so bad that you went to a blue block, but I still hear you though.
I seen that too. I'm gonna have to go connect directly to my own router or some shit, man.
But
Nelly talking about Bukaka.
So I mean, exactly what you're saying, Ash, is kind of the premise for this podcast, the creativity and the different mindsets, specifically speaking to minorities, because everybody, including themselves, puts themselves in a box. And even when they're younger, like the way that people eat, you can notice like a hood type dude, he goes to a restaurant, they all are ordering the same type of shit, no matter what restaurant it is, because it's almost like that shit was passed down. So a big part of that, and the cooking show, I want to be on that shit. I'm telling you right now. We can both be on it, work some shit out. I'm down to be on it.
I got you. It's so crazy. Like, I feel like a lot of us, we all have ideas, we all have ambitions, but what we do is we put our ambitions and our goals right at the top, but then we put failure right below it. And failure, doubt, all of that stuff we put right below it, and then after that we don't end up doing it. So It's just like, it's one of those things where I tell people all the time, like, if you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I mean? And it's all about that consistency, getting it done continuously, being able to do something every day in and day out,
Yeah, for sure. Dom, are you still there? Twilight Zone?
I mean, I'm still here. I don't know why my shit's acting up, but
so I mean, with that being said, with the stuff that you guys do you guys feel like you get a lot of support from the people that are around you? I feel like sometimes it is, but people get bored of supporting it, no matter what it is, no matter how good it is. Like, I try to share all my people's shit all the time, like as much as I possibly can. That's the bare minimum of what I can do. If I'm making money at the time that I donate, if I'm, every aspect of the people that I deem part of my circle of success, I want to do everything that I can for them to succeed, whether it's me or not. I still want to see somebody get out of there instead of pulling everybody down so I can feel better about myself.
I mean, I think the support, from family, friends is there, but as far as it being consistent, I think that's where the issue is. And I think as far as like Limitless Athletic, I think we just gotta, become more involved within the community, because we're still fairly new. We've been operating for the past few years, but people need to see more of us and get exposed to what we're actually doing and stuff. And I think the support will just continue to follow in. So, but now the support it's pretty good though.
What you think, Ash?
You know what I mean? Like, realistically, it's, looking at the glass half empty, half full type of thing. I feel like I don't want to say that people don't support you as much, but at the same time, I feel like people get tired of doing the same thing over and over again. Mm-hmm. And it's not like saying that they don't want to support you or anything like that. It's just, okay, oh, he has another one of this or he has another one of that. Until you make it, that's when you actually see like, oh, hey, what's up? Yo, I just bought you, I bought a t-shirt, I bought a monthly membership. And it's just, that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's so hard to keep up with everybody's new venture, and that's just keeping it 100. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's super hard. It's super hard, and everybody appreciates everything that people do. Like whenever you you're supporting another brand or supporting another project, but honestly, it's almost impossible to keep track of everyone's new project unless if you're like consistently on social media, you know?
I mean, I am consistently on social media. I my business is there, so I have to be, and I make money with it. I feel like it's like a case of where, and it's funny you say the same thing about like the membership thing. It's almost like when you meet new people that they're more supportive of you because they can only judge you on what they've experienced from that far on, and everybody else is like trying to. I remember when you was this motherfucker that used to go over there, and just like, okay, well that was 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing now? So, and as far as the consistency, like you're saying, yeah, people get bored of it, but it's like they don't get bored of putting fucking money in the collection plate in church.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't seen a goddamn return on that yet.
I agree with you as far as that part. They don't get tired of supporting. They don't get tired of supporting things that they've been supporting forever, like the Nike, Adidas. The name brands, like Ash said, the brands that's already established. They don't get tired of supporting those. But it's the up and coming businesses that they'll support once or twice, maybe 3 times. But then, like you said, people get bored. But it's like continue to support until we blow up and make it. Then now we could do more things for all the community that we came from. Because Nike's not doing anything for the hood. Adidas ain't doing anything for the hood. Gucci's not doing anything for the hood. But it's the small businesses that we're all part of that's trying to give back to the community. But if there's no support there, how can we actually give back?
Well, I'll say that's a great statement, but I will say that Nike definitely does do stuff, but it's not hands-on. There's so much of a big difference. Yeah. Like, I know, like, for instance, Saeed's program was sponsored by Nike. That was there behind Reggie Lewis Center, the running program.
Mm-hmm.
Saeed was sponsored by Nike, so he brought that to them. But
okay.
I
just threw Nike out there just.
No, you're fine. Like, I get exactly what you're saying, because Nike can just go, okay, well, we're going to give this amount of money, but they're not allocating it. They're not developing these one-on-one relationships that you guys are developing as to where some kid, I just heard a story the other day. I was listening to Michael Jai podcast, and he said that he ran into a dude. He was in the club sitting somewhere, and this dude walked up to him, and they thought he was going to get into a fight with him because the dude looked like hood as fuck. And the dude was like, Sensei? Because he remembered him when he was teaching him karate when the dude was like fucking 10. So those are the type of things where no matter what somebody goes in through over the course of their life and they get older, who knows what they'll remember, and they can't just go, I remember when Nike gave me this good advice. No, they remember when you, Dom, gave him this good advice at a certain age, and you might be that person that runs into them again, and they're experiencing something that you're a master at, and you just go, yo, man, it ain't that hard. You can just navigate this way, and everything, works out the way it needs to be. That's why hands-on mentors are more important than anything.
You're right.
I feel like people are like, I have to like fight for $2,000 in donations every year, and then all of a sudden some white kid kills somebody and he's got a fucking $200,000 GoFund the next day.
Probably $1 million in a week.
It's for real. I don't like that shit. It's the most troubling aspect of the world that I see right now, which is why I like to fucking travel. And speaking of that was a segue. Very smooth, very smooth. So I have to let y'all know how smooth that shit was.
Can y'all see me?
No, you fucking it's in the goddamn Guardians of the Galaxy.
Damn, I'm in the cave right now, man. God damn.
So, as far as traveling, and Ash, I mean, I see you travel. Obviously, your images and stuff like that. When did you first start traveling, and what did it change about you?
First started traveling. Well, I've always been traveling for football. Me and Sauce, like domestically.
More international than anything.
Oh, international. I want to say about 10 years ago. My first trip was to Rome, and it was a different outlook on life. You know what I mean? Like, like when you travel, you get to understand different cultures, and not only different cultures, you get to understand different people, from where they come from what they've been through. And I'm not going to lie to you, throughout all my life, it's since I've been traveling so much, it's made so much more easier transactions with clients that it's almost seamless because it's that relation that you have with that person now because you could almost share something common with them, and they kind of understand you. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to travel and to get to understand other people and to get to understand other people's cultures.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I travel with groups. When I seen your photos, look like either you was traveling by yourself or with a side chick that wasn't allowed to get in them photos.
It's usually to be honest with you, man. It's almost always by myself. Just because if I'm gonna go overseas to see either a client or if I'm gonna go overseas to do 24 hours of my passport, it's a quick transition. So in other words, it's not something where like I'm chilling for 2-3 weeks and then next thing you know I'm coming back. You know what I mean? So it's different. Like a lot of people
I know exactly what you mean. It's because when you're bringing somebody else on, you have to carry on to what they like to do, where they want to go, and you're like, yo, man, I'm just trying to fucking boom, boom, boom. And I've actually had those situations where I have to tell somebody, yo, I get it, but I'm fucking here for business. I have to do this. This is number one.
And that's it. Yeah.
Where have you been? Like, what countries have you been?
Oh shit. Yeah.
You asked the wrong question.
No bullshit.
Man, you could just give me like 7 and make it seem like it's 20. Name 6, man. Name 6 that everybody wants to go to.
I've been to Japan, Thailand, Philippines, Iceland, Argentina,
Romania,
Belgium, Germany, France.
Got that money.
London.
You could do that. You could do that in a week, man. That's one highway.
Yeah. So, it's so funny that you even bring this up. Like, I still to this day don't know the definition of a world traveler.
Yo, listen, it's funny you say that because one time I showed up at the airport and they were like, "Do you fly a lot?" And I was like, "Yeah, I probably fly like 12 times a year." They were like, "That's not a lot." I was like, "That's a lot for where the fuck I'm from."
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the true definition of a world traveler.
Somebody that's been to all the white countries.
Dom, backpacking across the United States.
When did you first travel, Dom? Out there in space?
I mean, damn. International wise, or I mean, I've been all over the states, but international. I'm trying to think where I first went. Might have been, maybe Jamaica, Bahamas.
Did you do a cruise?
I did a cruise on one of them. I think I did a cruise to the Bahamas. Yep, did a cruise to the Bahamas. Of course, Costa Rica a few times,
So the second part of the question would be, what about that travel experience or your first travel experience? Because mostly those cruises, it's like you don't really experience the culture that's there. You're not really immersing yourself in what's there. So I don't know. Like, I don't do trips like that. So I know for me, like, I saw the change immediately when I landed. But like when you first knew, okay, yeah, this is what it is. What was the change that was in you? How did traveling change you?
I mean, it changed me. Just gave me a different aspect of actually how people live, and the things that we actually take for granted over here in the United States. Because I mean, I've been let me see where I was in, like Jamaica or DR. Like we travel outside of resorts and everything, and went to the actual cities and stuff and everything, and just see how people live. It's like it's mind blowing to me. So I'm like, yo, I try to, I don't try to take things for granted anymore. So I mean, that's
the hell was that?
Oh, it's so long.
Anyways, but I mean, I just try not to take things for granted anymore. Just because I have a better aspect of how other people live outside the United States, and to me, it's just mind blowing. So I try to just, I try to be a lot nicer to everybody, give people the benefit of the doubt, try to understand what they've been through, what they're going through, because there's a lot of shit that's going
just
on.
happened?
A lot of shit that's going on outside the United States that's really fucked up, and we just over here living, carefree and not giving a fuck about anything.
Yeah, for the most part. What's going on with you, Ash?
You
still here?
Yeah, what was that noise?
You froze up, but I hear your audio too. Both of you guys on that Wi-Fi is killing.
Let me try this.
You hear Ash?
He might be frozen.
That motherfucker frozen. Both of you guys frozen at a time, man.
Is my audio still good?
Your audio is fine. You took his powers and absorbed that shit.
Yeah. He's on his.
I'm moving around. The next question's for him, man. Over here disappearing on us. Motherfucker took all the Wi-Fi playing all that music.
Well, right? I told my man he's doing a video shoot somewhere out in fucking Dubai somewhere.
I know he is because I don't hear all that goddamn feedback.
Yo, what is wrong with my damn? See, man, I gotta get off this damn area, man.
Yes, yeah, you came back. You got some. Let me see if I'm stretching shit out right now. See if that works out.
I got a little picture now.
Yeah, it's clearer now. But you took away Ash's power.
Oh shit!
You took all his power away. Yeah. What'd you do? What'd you change?
I didn't change anything.
That shit clear. Ash just went into the blue. Hey! Did the look Teddy Pendergrass lie on the bed? Hold on.
Yo, don't do that.
Welcome back to the conversation, sir.
How you doing?
So, the next question is to you, Ash. Definitely tell me about Gymbulleys, how you started it, because I started a bunch of shit, and I mean, obviously Tropic Bowl and FTL. Yeah, that's what I do. Uniforms and whatever else you want to do. This is TT shit. If any of y'all want one of these, this is incredible work.
Okay.
Yeah, how did you start it, and what was the original idea when you started it?
Honestly,
before you even started, tell me what it is, because people ain't even know what the hell the shit is.
Well, Gymbulleys it's an online fitness company that we customize fitness training workouts based off the individual. Like, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where everybody has a superpower. So I kind of break down what your weakness is, what your strengths is, and make something creative, fun, engaging, entertaining for you to become better, stronger, much more presence online or anything like that. So that's what I specialize in. Mm-hmm. And this all came about based off of all of the stuff that me and Sauce did. Like, you know what I mean? We was always in the gym doing all these different things. And it's one of those things where I wasn't impressed by the things that we did because we did it every day.
Yeah.
But it was more so everybody else being impressed with the things that we did because they never seen stuff like that. So it's one of those things where a lot of times people ended up getting very, how can I say, excited or intrigued by the different workouts that we used to do. So I was like, yo, why don't I fucking make a company of this and videotape it? And, it started from there. And, the word got around and it was the buzz kept going, and, 500,000 followers later,
half a million, Dom. That's more money than you make a year.
Who make a year? 500,000? One more year.
One more.
Yo, so I was trying to put up this damn video, but I can't put it up right now, even though I have it on my computer. What is the most dangerous shit that you've done? Because some of them shits I look, and what's the one that you just knew, like, man, what the fuck? We're gonna record this? I'm gonna die in this shit.
There's been, it's probably like one or two times where I was like, I sat there and I was like, yo, hey, you about to just jump off this building right now, huh? And it was
Other
tough,
guys.
Yo, listen, hold on. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Yo, he used to. Yo, first of all, Ash is like fucking 6'1", 6'2", 250, 260, right? This motherfucker used to box jump pretty much over me, and I'm 5'11".
Look, I got this video up right now, right? Yo, I seen this the other day and I said, yo, and for anybody else watching, you ain't gonna hear this shit on Spotify. Nonsense shit. I ripped my fucking knees off with this. I can see the little bit. You didn't have as much confidence in this one as you had in your random cha-cha fucking 500 pound video. This one you're like, I don't know if it's a good idea, but I know I can do it.
I tried that shit before. Pin a barbell on my back with no hands. That shit ain't work out. My traps
No,
ain't big enough.
yeah, I didn't have that shit either. That's what, I mean, it got close like when I used to do squats, but I don't do them shits no more. Them shits hurt. Fuck that shit.
Yo,
So Ash's traps are like right here. She got a whole fucking.
For those of you that don't know, that page, Gymbulleys, Gymbully or EY?
no, LLYS.
LLYS, Gymbulleys. Go like that page if you want to see some nonsense shit that none of us can do.
Nonsense. But you know what it is though, Ray? Real talk, like it's one of those things where I tread on a thin line of, you know, what could you push your body and your mind to do versus what everybody else can't or doesn't push themselves to do. Like, you know what I mean? And it's you know, it's one of those things where it's either you love it or you hate it. It's just like, you know what I mean? And that's one of those things where
it's like the Raiders.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly like the Raiders. Or like,
watch them out.
It's, you know what I mean, and it creates a person to make a decision. You know what I mean? There's no in between about you liking it or loving it. It's not like you're gonna be like, well, I kinda either you hate it or you love it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean it's like everybody looks like David Blaine's show, and they look at like the illusion shit and the card tricks, but they don't realize the shit like where he holds his breath underwater. That's he's actually trained for that shit. You watch the whole thing. He's going underwater every day and training so he can do it and putting his body to the test. So I get exactly what you're talking about.
And big shout out to you, Dom, and everybody for, like, you know, these guys, they don't tell you, but like they tag me in a lot of stuff and they tell me like, yo, hey, you got this. And I'm like, no, I don't got that. Shout out to you guys, man.
So, I mean, yo, this is like,
Definitely.
But before I even, like, I was talking to Dom, I think it was like a year ago after I had seen you when I came in on the airport because, you know, with especially the way that my shit looks on Facebook, which people don't realize I'm showing you my successes and my weaknesses. I've fucking grown flowers. I've done shit that I'm just like, yo, I want to see how this works and if I can do it, and failed at it and succeeded at it. And people don't seem to get that. They just think you're a fucking rich millionaire running around. And one of the questions I got one time was, yo, when did you not need a regular job anymore? And I was like, motherfucker, not today. I need a regular job right now. And they don't believe it because when you're able to own as much of your time as possible, it looks like you're rich. And when you can do what you want when you want and go where you want when you want, it looks like you're rich. But I remember telling somebody, you drive a Mercedes and I drive a Nissan. Just that savings alone can have me traveling. Per month.
Yeah.
I used to get that a lot. People think I was rich.
No, man, listen, Joe, you don't count. This is me and Ash talking, man. You don't count this conversation.
I drove a Camry for 14 years. You know, I'm poor.
Listen, so I said
I gambled away a lot of money, but that's neither here nor there. So
sauce is rich.
Listen, I said to Dom, I was like, listen, I want you to be on the episode, right? And he was like, what's the episode about? I was like, I don't know, travel and health. And he said, I don't know shit about none of that. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, fine. I was like, but you're a vegan though. He's like, nah, I'm a pescatarian. So I was like, okay, so tell me about that shit. So tell me why you did that, Dom, and tell me if it's changed anything for you health-wise.
Oh yeah, so I mean, yeah, I stopped eating meat about 3 years ago, or maybe almost 3 years ago, and I did it because I started seeing a lot of people in their early 40s, early 50s start having all these health issues, and I'm like, yo, some of these people are close to me, passing away or just having strokes or heart attacks, and they're just not the same after that. I'm like, yo, the common denominator is, they still got the same eating habits they had way back when, their grandparents, their fathers and mothers had it.
Yeah.
It's eating all the same crap, the canned foods, the meat, the processed foods, all of that stuff. So, this is around the time when What the Health came out. So I was like, let me check out this documentary. I checked it out. I'm like, okay. All right. Then I started watching more and more. I probably watched about 10 other different documentaries. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done eating meat. I stopped cold turkey. I stopped eating meat. Only thing I didn't stop.
Well, nigga, it doesn't have nicotine in it. It's not that crazy.
What
Said don't have nicotine in it. These heroin stakes are fucking doing me in.
It's just like eating 10 cigarettes. I'm like, oh well, shit. Okay, damn. Let me stop then. But nah, yeah. So I mean, the only thing I didn't stop eating was seafood. So I mean, I stopped doing dairy. Meat. The chicken, the beef, the pork, all that stuff. Besides seafood. Eventually, I do want to get off of seafood because I don't want to eat any type of animal products anymore. I want to just become a full-blown vegan or just strictly plant-based. And it's definitely hard to do that. But I definitely, honestly,
plant-based is hard just to find the stuff because like the cheese, like I went vegetarian for 60 days before, and I was literally cooking every day. So I learned new recipes every single day. You know what I'm saying? I did a coconut falafel ash.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? A little new experimental type stuff, man. Put that on the show, man. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely got to cook pretty much every day. Definitely have to cook every day.
So, but another thing I was going to say is that the cheese products are great. They're just expensive as shit. Like the cashew cheese, I could do that all day, but it's so goddamn expensive.
You ever try to make it yourself?
No, me and Ash can't afford that shit.
Listen, you gotta be a frugal shopper and know where to shop at, man. That's all.
Oh yeah.
I fuck with Aldi now. All these cheap as shit.
Just grow. Grow everything yourself. That's it.
So listen.
To get back onto the my healthy living now, I definitely noticed a change probably within like the first month. Like I used to get headaches all the time. Maybe from football, maybe not. Who knows? That's neither here nor there. But I used to like migraines, random migraines, like all the time. I changed my diet. No bullshit. The headaches stopped. My stomach used to hurt every time I would eat whatever. It stopped hurting, and I'm like, yo, this shit really changed my whole fucking body. No bullshit. I was amazed.
No, nigga, the comments, you getting killed.
I was telling everybody to stop eating meat. Yo, if you didn't stop eating meat, I didn't like you no more. I'm like, yo, you still eat meat? You don't care about yourself. And that was my mentality. I'm like, yo, you want to die. You don't want to live for your kids.
You like somebody that just converted to goddamn Christianity. Get your damn book out my face, Tom.
But nah, I was excited because I'm like, oh shit, this shit actually changed my body, and I feel 100 times better. So I want all my family and friends to do the same. Because a lot of them are getting sick, and someone's passing away. Like I said, I'm like, we're too early. I mean, we way too young to be passing away or getting all these health issues at 40 and 50 and stuff.
For sure.
I'm nowhere near 40, but
Yeah, okay, man. You see a bunch of like older, especially even musicians and shit. They all get strokes and shit like that from that crazy soul food strokes, smoked meat, stuff like that. There's definitely ties to it. I mean, I try my best to cut it down. I'm the one who told you about Impossible Burger, man.
I'm sorry, man.
I said I'm the one who told you about Impossible Burger, man.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got to stay off that stuff too, though.
So Ash, you a vegan too, or do you just eat like steel buildings?
Oh, wait. Before we get to Ash, let me tell you this. I used to eat like shit.
I know.
I used to
Listen,
work-
I've seen it.
Yo, but me,
No.
I ain't gonna tell that story, but I seen it.
yo,
He,
we used to work on so crazy. You wouldn't be able to tell.
yeah, you want it, bro. Like, yo, we used to go to workouts right before 40-yard dash. I'd be like, yo, son, it's like, yo, I need to, bro, we didn't eat nothing. He's like, I got tiger cakes, I got a honey bun, and I got a fruit cup.
Zebra
Baby,
cakes.
give me the fruit cup. Give me the fruit cup. Nigga, I'm trying to take the most healthiest thing he got, but like,
He
don't
said,
be a
"Give me that
zig-zag.
cocktail, fruit."
Yeah, you know what I mean? But my thing was just like, yo, no BS. Like, it was that this was the life that we was living, but we lived it every single day. So it was day in and day out. We knew what we could do no matter what we was on. We could have been on a large steak and cheese, but we knew what we could do. You feel me? Like this used, yo, listen, Sauce used to, before we used to work out, he used to eat ice cream. Yo, like I can't.
Shit was bad. Yo, ice cream, cookies, cakes, all the time.
Your shit done fucking knocked Ash's screen out. It was so bad.
Yo, what happened? He left again?
That Chelsea internet, man.
Yeah, man. Chelsea, Dubai, man.
Oh no, I know Chelsea is a wild nigga. Like, no, it's no bullshit. You gotta learn your body. You gotta know what you're capable of doing, consuming. And Sauce understood that he needed to make this change in order to better himself, to better his body. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where, through the grace of God, it worked for him. You know what I mean? So it's just, it's tough though. It's tough to actually really make that adjustment because you don't know if it's gonna work or you don't know if it's gonna, be a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the problem is, and I think a lot of lifters and a lot of just people that work out like crazy don't understand the inside aspect of the impact of your body. So like you see some people that look healthy as shit, they got a six pack, they got the worst cholesterol ever, and they don't realize why. And it's just because you're packing yourself full of that shit. There's I think a study. There was a doc I watched on Netflix that was about like vegan, and they talk about just the way that your blood moves through your body after 2 days is different versus like 1 day. Like they were like, oh, we just gave you all vegetarian meals for the next day, and the next day they ran their blood and everything was way different.
I think I seen that same documentary. They also did a study with NFL players as far as feeding them plant-based protein versus animal product protein.
Mm-hmm. So I think, and I don't. I mean, y'all talk about y'all projects, but what do y'all, as far as the side hustle thing, what do y'all consider a side hustle, and what like side hustles do you have? Like for me, I know everything that when people are like, oh, what do you do? When I start talking about it, it's overwhelming to them. And for me, it's like, well, it complements each other. Because whether it be like, I do FTL, and then Tropical Bowl is another one. And then my Weed Genius page that teaches people about weed more than the surface. I do a little bit of website design. I sell pro jerseys on the side. So fake Yeezys on the side, baby. If you need those fake Yeezys, let me know. But everything that I can do, and then now obviously going into January, I'm starting a food truck. Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Come up north south from Chelsea, Dubai. Come check out that food truck in January, man. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta make a trip down there, man.
But I know Dom saying the crypto, as far as you asked, like the sustainability in that to make that alternative revenue. How does that come about?
I tell people planning is everything. Planning, preparation, and writing down things. Like we've grown into an age of technology, but we've missed the age of just writing stuff down, and actually being able to plan out certain things. So like my side hustles are not spur of the moment type of things, where it's just one of those things where it's like, I've been planning this for a while. Now is the time where I need to execute it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people don't understand is 90% preparation, 10% execution. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, what they do is they just want to execute, execute, execute. I tell people like all the time, man, if it's not ready, don't even make the announcement. Don't even push it. Don't even worry about it. Just let it marinate, let it grow. Like, you know, like we're cooking. You know what I mean? If you know you just season the chicken, bro, it doesn't taste like sazon, bro. Like, not yet. Let it marinate, bro. Like, you feel me? So it's just like a lot of people don't understand that waiting process, that marination process. And what happens is they get forced into something where they're not ready to do, and then guess what? They fail. And then now they're like, you know what, I should have never done that.
I think a big part of that is an American thing. And then another big part of it is that everybody, I would say 70% of the people that you know that are trying to go, I'm betting everything on this, is it's either like, I want to be an artist or I want to be a musician. And those are the two fucking hardest things to make it. And I don't know if you heard me say this before on one of my podcasts, but I said, well, you got to be 40 to be the president, and you ain't never seen a 40-year-old musician. I mean, Jay-Z is one, but I mean, they don't hang around that long. So by the time you get the knowledge enough to be president, you're not even going to be a popular musician anymore. So I think it's a race to themselves to go, I have to be popular by this time. I have to accomplish this shit by this time. And I psych myself out a lot, and people go, well, you've accomplished this much by this time. You should be happy with what you accomplished. But what I say to myself, and it's hard to explain to other people, that is, no, my accomplishments should match my drive. And that's why I'm mad. Because my accomplishments are not matching my drive currently, and I'm putting in all the work and all. And I said it to Lorenzo in one of my episodes, like, if you don't make it, then all those I was hustling CDs in the fucking Walmart, stories don't mean shit. And until you make it, then it's oh damn, he did all that.
But it I feel like it's not when you get there, it's how you get there. I feel like, all the time that resonates with everybody. Like anything that you got going on, anything that you do, people always got to remember the hustle it took to get there, the hustle it took to do it. That's something that you could never sit there and take away from a person. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is just like, I got to respect the hustle of everybody, that even if they didn't make it, I got to respect the fact that you made that effort to try.
If you're looking at it, unquestionably, if you see it, but unfortunately, it's like I said in an earlier episode as well, like, there's a guy who flew over Lower Manhattan once and landed on the ground and then drew it out of his mind. And apparently we don't think of him as a special artist or a genius. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
No. But you got to think about it like this, like real talk, Ray, you're an artist, Dom's an artist, I'm an artist. Anything that we do, that we create, that we put our mind on paper, our mind on plate, our mind in the studio, our mind on video, that's an artist, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We create something. So it's one of those things where it's just like, no matter however we look at it, like, we are always going to be somewhat of a creator of something. And it's just about, you know what I mean? I tell people all the time, like, you only got to be right once. You only got to be right one time. That's it.
The thing is that sometimes you are right, and people aren't ready for it. Like I tell a lot of people this story. You've heard of the Snuggie, right?
Yeah.
What?
The Snuggie. Dom probably got one right behind his computer.
Oh, the Snuggie. Listen.
So you can look this up, right? 2 years before the Snuggie came out, there's a dude that invented the shit. He calls it the Slinket. The same shit. He didn't put enough behind it, not enough energy behind it. Somebody saw the idea, rebranded it, called it the Snuggie, put it on As Seen on TV. $7 million later, the Snuggie is the Snuggie, and the motherfucker that invented Slinket was right. But he just didn't get that buzz that he needed to get. So sometimes it happens. Sometimes you're doing it, and sometimes people just aren't looking. Or sometimes the people in your circle are preventing you from getting to the people they want because they fear that you're going to surpass them. that's the same thing that happens in the job market now, which thank God, I'm glad that I have our own thing. And you know, everybody that's here pretty much has their own thing that they can sustain upon, because it's almost like in the workforce now, people are looking for people that just want to die for them instead of people that can potentially add that artistic gift to the world and change things for the better. It's almost like people just want to be comfortable. They're comfortable treading water, even though we have geniuses that can give you ideas that fucking change the framework of the actual world. And they'll suppress those people. When the Catholic Church first started, they killed people that had that invented bifocals because they saw it as witchcraft that you could use glasses.
Well, no, you know, and it goes back to the whole Galileo. You know, Galileo and his theories about space and all of that stuff, and him getting stoned to death. It's just one of those things where you can always go back in history and always be able to sit there and look at different history lessons and different stories and be like, wow, damn, this person was actually right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
It always does take time for us to realize they're right, but the way that we brash react to shit, especially in the United States, we canceling motherfuckers in a day and not listening to the 15 years of experience that they had before and the 15 years of the body of work that they laid down beforehand.
Yep.
So Dom, as far as Limitless Athletics, tell me a little bit about Limitless Athletics, because I mean, I've had Fink on a couple times, but he hadn't really had the time to talk about Limitless, you know what I'm saying? And tell me about how an aspect, I guess maybe a story of it that really changed you for the better in terms of a person to where you knew, okay, this is I should be doing this.
I mean, so to be honest with you, I mean, I've actually always wanted to to organize like a group, you know, of people who I know to just give back to the community as far as, you know, sports aspects as well as the educational aspect as well, because you know, growing up in the city, you know, you either play ball or you do the other thing, and people don't really push, you know, be a scientist, be an engineer, be an architect, you know, be your own boss. They'll either say, you know, go to college and get a job, and that's it. So I'm like, listen, we gotta get to the youth, target the youth. You know, we're gonna get through them by way of sports, you know, by way of football, because that's what we played growing up. But also show them other aspects and other ways of making money, as far as becoming a scientist, becoming an engineer, becoming a professor, becoming an entrepreneur, and not just, you know, the regular way, go to college and get a job. So we're like, if we start targeting them, you know, we're gonna expose them to other things besides sports. Like we did a couple of Apple events, a couple of coding, STEAM. We did probably like 5 or 6 of them, and you know, it was a big hit. The kids loved it, the parents loved it, and it's exposing to other things. And when you start coding and programming like car robots to do things that you wanted to do, you get excited and stuff about it. Or when we did another event where the kids was making their own beats through, I forget the name of the app. You know, they was loving it. Like, you know, they was able to post it on their social media or their parents' social media, and you know, the kids was loving it, as well as the parents. I mean, I actually enjoyed doing all the events because, again, it's something that I'm new to as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't exposed. I wasn't a kid either. So the kids are enjoying it, but I'm probably enjoying it more than the kids actually, you know. So I'm just like, I want to just be able to just bring this back to where I grew up and just expose the kids, give them things that I never had when I was growing up. Because I mean, I was real good at sports, so you know, I played football, so I was gonna go to the NFL, and it didn't happen. And to be honest with you, I really wasn't thinking about a backup plan up until probably I really got out of college and, you know, didn't realize, you know, my college career didn't go the way I wanted it to go. So, you know, but, you know, me and Ash, you know, we grinded. You know, we went to all different types of workouts, you know, to try to get exposed and get noticed, you know. It led to some good opportunities and stuff. But, again, like, I want to just give back to the community and give the opportunity that we didn't have when we grew up. And, I mean, and that's pretty much what Limitless Athletics is. You know, we're a nonprofit. You know, we give towards, you know, inner city kids, because those are the kids that, you know, need the most help because we don't have the best resources. So we're trying to bring more resources into the city by way of partnering up with other companies or other nonprofits that has a different type of aspect besides just sports.
Yeah.
And we've done that. We've done that. We've done a book bag drive. And we're also going to try to do something for Christmas. Well, we're still in the works for that, but it's being cooked up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I just always wanted just to give back to my community, because I know for a fact that if I was exposed to these things at a young age, I would be in a different place right now. I won't be where I'm at right now. I'll probably be
shit. Ash, you hear that shit? This motherfucker will be goddamn king of the universe. He's already the damn prince.
Listen, I'll be retired in another country right now.
This nigga be a Zamunda.
This motherfucker would have 16 Avon reps under him that had 16 princes under that.
Now I gotta wait 4 more years to retire, man, because I wasn't exposed to the other things, besides the sports, man.
Oh my god. Ash is back. Look, Ash is back. He's up there. So, yo, this is crazy to me because I listened to the mindset that he has, and I'm like, people talk about like football and shit to me now, and I don't give a fuck about football, the NFL or regular football. Like I'm with semi-pro and shit. Like people would be like, "Oh, I remember when I had a rivalry with this dude," and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about that because what is that?
Eat the veggies, man.
What was that? Fucking grilled green bean? Man, listen, man. I'm gonna put when I get on Ash's show, man. I'm gonna cook some green beans for you, man. Fancy green beans, man. You know what I'm saying? With some caviar or something. So I can't even fuck. Why is Ash not like? He should be a full part of everything we do, man. As far as the circle of what we do and the support structure that we've created. So in other words, man, let's go to Chop Bowl, man, in May.
Man,
I've been telling him to go.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. May. This is next year, 221. Listen, I'm gonna make my way to Costa Rica again.
Again, you've been there before?
Wait. This is way back. You know what I mean? Listen. True story. I was gonna buy an ocelot and bring it back.
Bro, what? This is like my fucking long lost brother. That's what I want to buy.
You said buy what?
Ocelot.
Yo, there was one in our trash when we did a barbecue, like fucking in February.
Bro,
it's the most expensive. You know, it's the most expensive big cat, right? It's $35,000.
Yeah. And I was, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna listen. You know what? I'm not gonna put it on the waves. What I was gonna do because they're gonna try to catch me at the border. But whatever. I was gonna get an ocelot, and I'm still gonna get it. You feel me?
Yo, you talking to the
I don't want to put this on the internet. I'm still gonna get it.
That's not like a death row comment right there, though.
Bro, I will literally show you after this show, though. I'm gonna send you my status that literally says Ocelot on it. Like, this is the funniest shit ever. I can't believe that shit came out. Now you gotta come. Now you gotta go. May 3rd.
You talking to Ash is out there wrestling fucking tigers and
he's out there fucking chilling with Vlad the Impaler in Romania and shit.
Yo, I seen a video Ash chilling in some mansion with fucking cougars running around.
Right now when his video comes back.
Not the older woman cougars, the cougar that goddamn big ass.
It's hey, you listen, Photoshop.
He's the new Tiger King, the light skinned muscle Tiger King.
Yo, before the documentary came on, Ash was Tiger King.
I was already out there doing that, putting tigers in headlocks, man.
Yo, so I only got like two more questions for the night. We'll go some current events. Like, what did y'all think about this whole Nate Robinson thing? Dom.
Oh man, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna be short, man. I mean, a lot of people was clowning him, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are scared to get in the ring themselves, and they don't understand how hard it is to box. And I mean, I give the man his props for stepping in the ring, though.
Did you see that? Did you see the white dude sparring sessions?
Listen, I was gonna say people don't understand that.
If I would have seen them, I'd have been like, yo, nah, I'm good.
Jake Paul's been fighting for a little while. This is not his first rodeo. He pretty much stepped in there with an amateur boxer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
What you
I
think,
mean,
Ash?
it's kind of Nate though, man. I kind of feel bad for Nate, but I mean, he stepped in there.
I don't know if you caught the broadcast from Bangladesh, Ash, but what did you think about that fight?
I got it late because the time difference is different over here. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Like it's I applaud Nate for trying new things, but it gets to a point where it's just like, bruh, you gotta chill the fuck out. Like you gotta chill, bro. Like I get it, you tried out for the NFL, okay, you didn't make it. Now you're doing boxing, like it's just like you keep taking hits on top of hits. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just, I didn't like it, man. He's always gonna be forever tarnished now. It's like I feel like it tarnishes his NBA legacy. Well, I don't even think he don't even have an NBA legacy.
I mean, he has like kind of a cult following, so people remember him obviously, especially like just the fact that the motherfucker could dunk and throws it down and came off the bench and scored a shitload of points. Like he was like the old Lou Williams before Lou Williams. But now Lou Williams tarnished his fucking legacy by going to a strip club instead of the bubble.
Hey, well, Nate's gonna be forever. Remember, he's a new meme now, so he's good money.
Yeah, he's a new NBA logo.
So speaking of tarnished legacies, what do we think about Mike Tyson? Because I personally fucking do not like him at all. But go ahead.
Damn, you don't like Mike?
I'll tell you the story. Ash can go first, but I'll finish this up.
Mike is cool.
You think he should still keep boxing? He's talking about he's going to be boxing every 2 months right now. He disappeared? Dom, your turn then. Ash disappeared back into his stripper mansion.
What you say about Mike?
Okay, here we go.
He's back.
Like I met Mike, and I'm not gonna tell you, man, he's not wrapped with the best flour tortilla, but at the same time, like he's you know what I mean, he is what he is, bro. Like it's just one of those things where I don't know, man. I feel like the thing is with him, he's one of those. He's a opportunist. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's what he does. He takes advantage of opportunities.
Ooh, yes.
I gotta give it to him. You gotta ride with it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, he's gonna make the best of it, but he's gonna take advantage of the opportunity.
Dom.
I mean, I like Iron Mike, man. Always have, always will, man. And I mean, I can't even try to understand his damn mindset because I've seen him on podcasts where he's just, I'm like, who is this dude? And then I see him on podcasts like, this dude's a real life animal. Like he really will eat your children. So, but I mean, not like Ash said. I mean, as far as being opportunities, I think he definitely took the opportunity. I don't know how much they got paid for, but I mean, he didn't have. Iron Mike didn't have to use it. And honestly, personally, I don't think he was really fighting to win. Because I think Mike could have killed Roy Jones.
Yeah, but the fucking rules, I'm sure all those rules came from Roy Jones. Because, I mean, that type of fight in Roy Jones' prime, Roy Jones fucking dominates. Like, if you say you can't knock him out, like, he's probably one of the fastest boxers at his size I've ever seen in my life. And I expected Mike Tyson to win this. Like, my issue with Mike Tyson is not as a boxer. I always loved Mike Tyson as well as a boxer. My problem is just his mindset, and that when Ash hit that opportunist word, that's exactly what it is. And over the top, like when people try to claim that Kanye's an opportunist, Kanye really does care about people. I don't think Mike Tyson gives a fuck. And I think that it was actually, I was listening, you listen over time, and I think it was the Joe Rogan podcast that I listened to, and I just said, this motherfucker is out of his fucking mind. Like, to the point where you're just making, he sounded like a story like, one of those crazy ass Ron Artest stories, even though Ron Artest stories are real. He said Joe Rogan was like, oh, I'm just kind of tired. and Joe Rogan was like, "Oh, you want some coffee?" And Mike was like, "Nah, I don't drink coffee. Never have, never will." And Joe Rogan was like, "What do you mean you don't drink coffee? You've never tried it?" He was like, "Nah, I've never tried it." He's like, "Well, your wife might drink coffee." And Mike was like, "I don't know." Like, you don't know if your wife drinks coffee. And then Joe Rogan goes, "But I mean, didn't you do a bunch of drugs when you were younger?" And Mike was like, "Yes." And he was like, "So like, what type of drugs did you do?" And he was like, "When I was 11, cocaine and ecstasy and acid." And I was like, "Bro, I don't know a black person that like now I do know black people that have done acid, but like when you were 11, I'm like, bro, I don't know any. And I just said Mike is just making everything up that he's saying right now.
He must have been forced to take acid by what's that dude that took him in, that white old guy?
No, but Customato.
Nah, that white old guy was good.
Yo, but my issue was like, bro, somebody forced you to take acid but not coffee? Like what? So that's why, and it sounds so crazy, but I was just like, yo, I can't deal with this dude anymore.
Yo, I seen Mike on I think it was a Joe Budden podcast. Yo, he just that shit was so funny. I think Budden asked him a question. He just said, "Fuck yourself," out of nowhere.
My nigga, like he doesn't have any filter. He has pigeons as pets, bro. When you have a pigeon as a pet, you do not invite that person over to your house. Like, you have a pigeon as a pet, you're like, bro, I'm gonna meet you in the front yard. You can't come inside.
You ain't gonna be clapping in my goddamn house.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, but like I said, like I really don't. I don't know what was Roy Jones. Roy Jones, he sounded like he needed an asthma pump. My nigga was like,
I think he broke his rib, though.
No, he said. I think he said he did. He did break his rib. I mean, once again, like Roy old Roy cannot get hit by Tyson. Like, but like a young Roy is not going to get hit by Tyson if they have those rules.
Yep, true.
That motherfucker didn't get hit by anybody
until he jumped weight classes. Like an idiot.
Yeah, but he was old then too. He was just trying to prove himself because people saying he wasn't a great fighter. But I mean, shit. Me and my boy make fun of this all the time. When Mike fought Lennox Lewis, he walked out of the corner and the dude hit him in the eye with the fucking spoon. He was like, "Ow, it hurts." Then at the end was like, "I broke my back." I'm like, what?
Bro, I'm out of here.
Yo,
you can't try to understand Mike, man. He's a unique person, man.
Yo, but listen, man. That was the last question for the night. This was a great episode. It was great guests, other than you guys spotty ass fucking Wi-Fi and Ash being in the clouds right now.
You're frozen.
He is. So
you are.
Nah, I'm fine. That's you. That's you. I'm about frozen. Trust me. But on some real shit, man. Like I say every other episode, the podcast is really about bringing light to minorities that are doing shit that's outside the norm of what people think you're supposed to be doing, and taking on new things. And actually, when Ash summed it up perfectly as everybody being an artist and painting their own picture, it was a perfect statement. Which is, it's almost like, damn, I feel like an asshole for not really sitting down and having a conversation earlier when we were younger, so we could all really be on the same vibe. And I want nothing more than that mindset to be a part of our mindset with everything we're doing going forward. That's why, having talked to you here and there, to see the mindset and have you even speak to it now in a more extensive manner, it's perfect for us to go forward and be able to support each other in the projects that we're working on as we're going forward, because we should be able to take advantage of each other's platform in order to all succeed at what we want to do.
No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. You know what I mean? Like, it's right. You know what I mean? Like I said, like it does come down to planning and preparation. I'm always for it. Sauce knows it. You know what I mean? Like, and we definitely gonna have that cook battle though.
Listen, man. But actually, you know what? Before I even get off, a year ago, I said to Dom, when I looked at the Gymbulleys page, I said, "Yo, what the fuck? This motherfucker got 400,000." I'm like, why doesn't he have a supplement brand?
Yo, hey, Sauce, think about it.
And the crazy thing is, I was on board. I was gonna do it, but the time was different. I was really not like, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know, man. Like it's tough, man. You know what it is? It's just like, Hope said it best. You did it, you got it. You did it, you had it, you got mad at it. I don't want it no more. And it's just a lot of it is about appreciation. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, people like the people that work out, the people that have done a lot of numerous different workouts, they appreciate certain things that I do. But people that don't work out, they don't appreciate it. They think it's crazy. They think it's nuts. They think it's out of this world. But then again, if LeBron did the same thing I just did, he's a god. You know what I mean?
We're talking about my man LeBron, man. We ain't gonna end the show like that.
No, but you get what I'm saying though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but you got like who well, let me see. Let me look at Facebook and see. Like, I want to see a pro bodybuilder. Fucking likes. Okay, so like 5 million. So you have the level of fans there that challenges anybody that is not a superstar bodybuilder. So like a Jay Cutler, like anybody that's at a lower level than that, you have the same amount of likes. So it ain't like you don't have the same. I mean, LeBron is probably the most popular athlete ever, but where you're at, I think what you're talking about is people. It's like sometimes people, you got to come into the gym and work out, and thinking that I'm gonna bring you into the gym and do those fucking step ups from the video that we showed you.
No, but what a lot of people don't understand is I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm an athlete. Mm-hmm. So it's just one of those things where it's just like I don't do this for my body's looks. I do this for my body's performance. A lot of people don't understand that difference. You know what I mean? All the things that I've done this, it's always before where it's come down to like, yo, this is going to help increase my 40. This is going to help increase my cutbacks. This is going to help increase my stiff arm. This is going to help increase my trucking, my leaping ability, et cetera, et cetera.
These Madden attributes, nigga? This is going to help my awareness.
Right? So you know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand it, and they can't put that in the context for their workout. So therefore, they look at it as, oh, he's just showing off, or he's just doing tricks. I'm like, I think it's not about doing tricks or showing off. I'm like, when you've done something so much, you get bored of the regular things. It doesn't work for you no more. It doesn't work for me. Yeah. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I could squat 315, and you're gonna be like, damn, man, you should. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, you should be squatting. You should be eating a sandwich while squatting 2 bitches on one side of the rack and one medium-sized dude's on the left while they're cooking rice-a-roni.
It'd be like that, though. It'd be like that.
No, I get it. It piques your own boredom. So, I mean, sometimes you have to spice it up to keep yourself engaged. And I think people take for granted because it's harder for them to engage in the beginning part of what you were doing. So to them, it's intimidating to see the end part of it. And it's everything. Like, everybody always wants to, okay, when you made your first video, it was like, motherfuckers making a video. I don't like the gym. That shit's dirty or some shit like that. And now it's like, fuck him because the gym's clean and he's doing step ups while girls making rice and beans on his back.
Facts.
Don't give him no ideas, man.
Listen, I wanted them to get in, and so that it's funny you say that, and I'll finish on this because it's the same mindset when TT was doing those videos. Everybody assumed that because he was doing those videos, that he was just a conceited ass dude, and you making videos like that, and it's the same aspect and mindset that I'm sure you face every day when you meet people that have seen your videos. When in actuality, we're all just actual down to earth fucking humans, and you're judging me off your opinion of my social media versus having a conversation because your ego is to the point where you can't even have a conversation because you might have to address the fact that I'm actually a fucking nice person.
Right, super facts.
But like I said, man, great work you guys are doing. This is a great episode. Thank you for the information. I'm trying to be on that cooking show, and if you do come in May, we can cook off and put that shit on live.
Well, bro, we're gonna do it. That's it. I'm in there in May.
Hey, make sure it's vegan.
No, it's not gonna be vegan. I'll go vegan up until that day. Yo, have a good night, fellas, and thank you for joining.
Easy. Good looks, man. Easy.
Hope.